Hi there. Good evening. Here we are with a 5,000 word bank challenge, and the challenges go on. We don't stop. Today we are doing phrases. Yesterday we did noun phrases. Today we are going to continue with adjective phrases. Before that, let me tell you who I am. I'm Vinita Vora, a coach, a consultant for IELTS training, for your career guidance, and even a digital designer. Okay, so I'm on a mission to help the people who love to dream, who dream to work, study, or migrate abroad. Please go on dreaming. When you travel, there's real learning taking place. Yes, your perspective becomes big, wide, vast, deep, and it's beautiful to live full life. God has made beautiful earth, beautiful planet we are living on. Go explore it, find it out how beautiful it is, and everywhere you'll find beautiful people, as beautiful as you are. Okay, so I'm on my spree, on my mission. Why? Because to fulfill this dream, you have to clear an English proficiency test. Now, it could be by way of any exam. It could be IELTS, TOEFL, it could be SAT, it could be a GRE, GMAT, mm, your Pearson test, any test that you seek to navigate, seek to take, so that you become eligible to get this dream fulfilled of going out, working abroad, or studying abroad, what even visiting abroad. Well, you will need to get this English proficiency done. And not just that, wherever you are, whether you're a working professional, you are a non-working professional, yes, guys, today you need English. It's the global language. It's the computer language, a language that binds many on this planet. Yes, you have to learn it as your second language if it's not your first, obviously. Uh, as a second language, we can learn not one but many languages, and English is the most prominent, and it seeks your attention. Yes, you can go ahead with it. So I'm on my mission to help you cultivate a big word bank. 5,000 is the challenge. Now that's a big deal. So even if you retain 10% of it, yes, you got enough of it. And if you can retain as much or majority of it, wonderful for you. You know, language learning is like a ornamentation. It's a jewel that really uh, adds to your resume, that adds to your CV, that adds to your personality, that adds to your thinking power. Your thinking hats become different. Why? Because you know not one, many languages. You have a window to more cultures, more people, and so there is a lot of variation there. There's a lot of critical thinking there. There's a lot of exploration there, right? So on this drive, so wonderful, take your notebook, take your pen. I hope you're ready, and let's go, wow, into it. Okay, so yesterday I had started verb phrases, and we did noun phrases. So before I launch into my adjective phrases, we'll take a quick recap of what we did yesterday. So I will revise once again with you. First, what are phrases? Why do we need to learn phrases per se? Now, any group of words that works together to express some particular meaning, to give you some sense, is a phrase. They usually lack a subject and a verb, which you find in clauses. Okay, so these phrases, they work as a single unit within a sentence, and they serve a specific role. It could be of modifying a noun or pronoun, it could be of acting as a noun, it could be indicating relationships, whatever role that group of words is doing, we'll call it a phrase. Somewhere they bring a flow to your language, whether spoken or written. Now, why do and how do phrases help you in building up your vocab for the IELTS exam? Number one, for contextual learning, they help you understand how the words are used in the context. It improves your comprehension and usage skills. So your comprehension becomes better. You can spot the phrases, okay, this is doing this work, this work. So your cognition power becomes better. Next, it adds variety to your language. And variety is the spice of any language, spice of any spoken language, written language. The more the variety, the more interesting it becomes, the more engaging it becomes, right? Next is idiomatic expression. These often include idiomatic expressions, we'll be coming to it, and they demonstrate a higher level of proficiency. Then fluency. If you're familiar with common phrases and collocations, the words that go frequently together, you can make your speech and writing more fluent and natural. And they add precision to your language. They can help you express ideas more precisely, more accurately, more emotively. They can bring out your emotions very well. So they add that punch to your spoken English or written English, right? So if you're seeking a punch, if you want to better your language comprehension or written language, it would do you wonders if you do that. I'll just put this off. Yeah. Okay. So now I will just take a. How many kinds of phrases are there? There are many kinds of phrases. It could be with all the 8 parts of speech nearly. For example, there are noun phrases, verb phrases, adjective phrases, adverb phrases, then prepositional phrases. In fact, more often than not, you will find preposition getting into everything because they set up your position, one noun to the other, a noun or pronoun. Then there could be infinitive phrases, gerund phrases, participial phrases, and then idiomatic expressions, right? And yesterday we did noun phrases, a quick revision. For example, a ray of hope. Okay, then a wealth of information, an array of opportunities. Then we did a range of options. Okay, now today we are going to talk about adjectival adjectival phrases. Okay, yeah, here we are. So we are going to talk about adjectival phrases, and I'm going to share my screen with you so that you can get a look of it. Here it is. So on to the adjectival phrases. Here we go. So the word is absolutely certain. So absolutely certain means completely sure, you're dead sure about something. How do we use it? She was absolutely certain that she had locked the door before leaving. I'm absolutely certain about my decision to study abroad. Deeply concerned. That means very worried, highly worried. The teacher was deeply concerned about the student's progress. I'm deeply concerned about the environment. Perfectly clear. So you don't say just clear, you add an adjective to it, and then you make your language more expressive. Her instructions were perfectly clear, leaving no room for confusion. It is perfectly clear that we need to take action now, that you need to prepare for your IELTS now. Extremely important, very significant. It is extremely important to stay hydrated in hot weather, please, more so. The temperatures are soaring all across, not just India, all over. Please keep water. So it is extremely important. It's very significant to stay hydrated in this weather. Education is extremely important for personal growth. Highly probable, very likely to happen. It is highly probable that we will face more severe weather patterns. Winning the competition is highly probable given our preparation. A high band score is highly probable uh, given our mentoring. Next, fully aware, completely conscious of something. I'm fully aware of the challenges ahead. Are you aware? Are you fully aware of the challenges of going abroad? She was fully aware of the consequences of her actions, completely satisfied, entirely happy or content. The customers were completely satisfied with the service. I am completely satisfied with my exam results. I got 8 band. Okay, remarkably different, meaning noticeably unlike something else. Different, you're unique. His approach to solving the problem was remarkably different. The two siblings are extremely or remarkably different in their personalities. Totally exhausted, completely tired. After the marathon, she felt totally exhausted. He was totally exhausted from studying all night. What is exhausted? Being tired, worn out. Okay, hard day's work, you get exhausted. So exhausted is he was totally exhausted. Instead of saying simply exhausted, I can say totally exhausted from studying all night. Absolutely essential, completely necessary. It is absolutely essential to wear a seatbelt while driving. Good communication skills are absolutely essential for this job. Quite challenging. That means fairly difficult. The math problem was quite challenging. Moving to a new country can be quite challenging. Really impressive. Very good and making you admire it. The presentation was really impressive, was really remarkable. Her performance in the exam was really remarkable. Highly skilled, very competent. He's a highly skilled engineer. The surgeon is highly skilled in performing complex operations. Okay, next is thoroughly enjoyable. So, very pleasant and fun. The trip to the mountains was thoroughly enjoyable. The concert was thoroughly enjoyable for all the attendees. Relatively easy, comparatively simple. The exam was relatively easy compared to last year. Finding a parking spot was relatively easy this morning. Let me check. Okay, we have a little time. We can continue for 2 minutes more. Next is incredibly fast. The internet connection here is incredibly fast. She finished the race, the preparation, incredibly fast time. Moderately successful, fairly successful, but not extremely. The new business was moderately successful in its first year. Fairly common, quite usual. I said fairly unique, and now it is fairly and fairly common. It is fairly common to see deer in this area. Missing a few classes is fairly common among students. Absolutely convinced, completely sure or persuaded. I'm absolutely convinced that this is the right choice. She was absolutely convinced of her friend's innocence. Okay, now I have some adjective phrases, a worksheet. I'm going to put it there, and you are going to underline this adjective phrases and see if you can spot them. Okay, very simple. I'll give you the clue also. Identify the adjective phrases in the following. So they serve the same purpose as an adjective. They are not different from the adjectives. That is why they are adjectival phrases. They are modifying the noun. Now, have you seen an elephant with a white skin? You have to find out the adjectival phrase. It will be a group of few words adding as an adjective to it. Okay. Next, he was wearing a crown made of gold. Crown made of gold. So this is the phrase. I've given you the hint. The first one, have you ever seen an elephant with a white skin? Elephant with the white skin. So with the white skin is your phrase, right? So I will give you more also. There I met a girl with blue eyes. Girl, what kind of girl? With blue eyes. You could have written blue-eyed girl. That would be one composite adjective. But when we say with blue eyes, it's 3 words. then it is the phrase. You get the difference? I can make it a compound adjective before the noun, or I can use it like a phrase. So it is your variation in the language. Next one. Wild beasts in small cages are a sorry sight. So beasts, what kind of beasts? In small cages. Okay, so we are giving a description to the beasts here where in small cages, and it's a sorry sight. They are wild. They're supposed to let out in the open, and we cage them, imprison them, just like we make take people, human beings, prisoners. Why take animals as prisoners? For what fault of theirs? What have they done? Okay, so that's why it says the wild beasts in small cages are a sorry. And fifth one, a man with a long beard came to see me. What kind of a man? With a long beard. So with a long beard is describing the man, it becomes an adjective. Right? Now, next 6 I'll be giving you as quiz to solve on your own. You may write the answers in the comment. Fine? So with this sharing, and I'm here. Okay? So we did adjectival phrases, and we see how they add a punch to your language. It's no more mundane, it's no more common. You just use noun, subject, simple sentence. So boring. You got to bring in variation. Okay, so especially if you want to enlarge your sentence, if you want to bring in some variety, some pep in it, you can always say the man with the long beard, the man with the long gown. You're saying just the man did this. Okay, so it makes your expression better, more interesting, more engaging, right? And yes, I'll be putting the link of my ebook that I have written for IELTS. It will give you a wonderful context. It will set the context for you to prepare for your IELTS, not just outside information, which I give you every day, but the inside information. More so, you need a mindset, a winner's mind, a growth mind to prepare for any exam that is coming your way. And by the way, exams are just one milestones in the bigger picture. They are just one stud there in the bigger picture. So you need to be more clear. You need to be more robust. You need to be more deep and in your thinking, in your in your thoughts, in your plans, in your goals. So don't be worried. Don't be in a dilemma about just one exam. Prepare in earnest. Leave the rest to the universe. Jo boega, so paega. You work nicely. You prepare well. You put in some hard work. You are bound to get a good result. Just make it a smart work also. Nowadays, it's required as much as the hard work. So with this, I sign off today. I'll see you again on the same platform tomorrow. And tomorrow we'll be talking about another set of phrases beyond the noun and adjective. So see you guys. More power to you. Have a wonderful day.